Good morning, and we are live on Facebook, and now we are connected to YouTube as well. So, good morning and welcome to the live stream. By way of introduction, I am Bill DeWeese, professional voiceover talent, have been for the past 16 years, recorded for just about everybody imaginable, it seems. I would not even begin to try to list all the credits. Thousands and thousands. And I've been coaching voiceover talent for the past decade. And welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed, be sure to do so. If you have not looked around, be sure to do so. When you subscribe, you get notifications of all my fresh new content, including when I go live in the morning. And there's over 700 videos on here, most of them tutorials, which will help you on your voiceover journey. I need to start off this morning by saying a happy birthday to my lovely and wonderful wife, Vicki. Happy 29th birthday, give or take. You would think that, you would think that she was like 20 or 30 years younger than me by the way she talks to me. Truth is, she's only 3 months. She's 3 months younger than me, but man, she rubs that in my face continuously, but I still love her. And, this morning we're celebrating with, there's a little party going on in the kitchen because her brother swung by with a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh my gosh. And I just ate a cream-filled one before coming on this morning. So I'm, as the band Boston would put it, I'm feeling satisfied this morning. It's a beautiful and a wonderful thing. So this morning's voiceover topic, I want to share with you something that happened, a comment that was made to me that really impacted the way that I approach voiceover. And before I do that, I want to encourage you to take a moment to let me know who you are in the live stream chat here on YouTube. Just let me know who you are, where you're at this morning. And man, you guys are pouring in from all over across the country and literally around the world. Awesome. So we'll check in with you guys in just a moment. But let me share this comment with you. This happened, it was several, excuse me. Okay, that's what I get for eating a donut. Before I do this, let that be a lesson to all you kids out there. So, several years ago, I'm booked to do a session with, I was recording from home using Source Connect. The studio was in Chicago. It was for an Enbrel commercial, if you remember, Enbrel, an arthritis medication. And so we're getting the session set up. I'm talking to the engineer, and I can hear the director. She's in the background, and as you know, the way you start a session essentially is the engineer, once that he or she knows that you're connected and everything's working okay, they'll have you just do a read to set levels. So without giving it a second thought, I just started reading the script just so he could set a level on it. And he said, "Great, thanks." And the director said, I'll never forget, here's the line. She hopped on the mic and said, "That's the read I want right there." Like, whoa, what? We're setting levels. It's basically a sound check. I wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't even trying. I just read it just to give him something to set a level to. And I have never forgotten that because there was an important lesson in there, as we so often do. And often when I'm working with someone, what I'll tell them, and I see it happen over and over again, is we try to control everything about the script. We try to control every word, every phrase. We try to make it sound a certain way, and we're so focused again on the words that we're trying to control it. But in real life, when we're conversing with someone, when we're communicating with somebody, we don't think through controlling the words. We think through communicating the intent of what we're talking about. And when I stopped trying to control the words, because I wasn't even thinking about it, I was just reading it so he could set a level. I wasn't trying to make it sound good. And that's exactly what the director wanted. And that's what most of your clients want. And the people that you work with, they want it to sound natural, uncontrived, uncontrolled. Now, there's no doubt that that's the work of voiceover. It's not easy to do that. If it was easy to do, everybody would be doing it. and there's work involved. But I often will go back to that conversation in my mind, which is really just one sentence. Read it like you did to set levels. And I'll remind myself, just don't worry so much about trying to make it sound right, because it makes it sound disingenuous. It's not sincere anymore. It's not authentic. It's you trying to sound the way you think you should sound, which is probably not even right to begin with. We don't know what we're supposed to sound like. The client knows what they want. But ultimately what they want is somebody who just sounds, again, genuine and honest. So remember that. Remember that the next time you get behind a microphone. Think of that director saying, just read it like you did when you set levels. Just don't think about it so much. All right? There's my advice for you today. Okay, we got Bruce in Louisville. Good morning. So again, if you've just come onto the live stream and you haven't checked in yet, let me know who you are, where you're from. Jessica in Sebus, Ohio. Love it. Bruce. Good morning. Jeremy, good morning. And by the way, I always appreciate the questions, and even though I won't be getting to anything else beyond my topic this morning, I'll go back and refer to these. But make sure, if you haven't heard anything soon, to bring it up on the Q&A Friday morning. Let's see here. Edward, Lake of the Ozarks, JP in Bakersfield, California. Oh, man. Edward, you are up this early this morning. Not Edward, I'm sorry, JP. Martin, Redlands, California. You're up early as well, Martin. Good to have you on this morning. Hey, Danny in San Diego. Man, West Coast is representing this morning. I love it. Now, East Coast, Janet, Florida. Hey, Jordan, Mississippi. Fred in Cameroon. Rainy day over here. You know, it's a rainy day here in the U.S. Midwest as well, Fred. Good to have you on this morning. Hey, Julie, how you doing? Oh, my, the stream just kind of fast forwarded on me. Why did it do that? Let me back up here to where I was at. Let's see here. Wow, still backing up. Lots of comments. Jerry, there we go. All right, in Palm Springs, California. Yes, happy birthday to my wife. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that. New Jersey, Buddy and Charlotte. Another happy birthday to Vicky from Bruce. Bruce even spelled it right with an I-E. Hey, Tom, how are you doing? In South Florida, thank you for the birthday wishes to my wife. I appreciate that. Hey, Philip, and good evening from Tokyo. Philip, good to have you listening in Japan this morning. Sandra, hello there. How are you doing? And much love from South Africa. Appreciate you being on this morning. Ian in North Carolina. Hey, thank you so much for the kind comments. Hey, Bob, good morning in Central Florida. John in Terre Haute, Indiana. Dean, Oklahoma. Get ready to hurt his 55-year-old self at the gym. Take it easy on yourself. Be good to yourself, Dean. It's good that you're doing that. But be good to yourself. Hey, Rob, how are you doing? Happy birthday to Vicki Loveland. Wishes her much love. Thank you. I'll pass that on to her. Sandra in Westerville, good morning. Susan on the Jersey Shore. Ron in Charleston, South Carolina. Let's see. Hello from Nottingham, UK. And good to have you on this morning, too. Lemuel. What's up in Fort Wayne? Catherine, who joined my voiceover blueprint last week. Good to have you on, and she wishes Vicky happy birthday from Apple Valley, California. By the way, if you're not in my blueprint, man, I would love to have you guys in my voiceover blueprint. It's, you know, if you want to be coached and mentored on a daily basis and join me in the studio as I work and watch what's going on, just go over to BillDeweeseLive.com and schedule a phone call to learn more. John in Lillington, North Carolina, what's up? And let's see here, Minnesota in the house this morning. Brad in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Riley in Albania, an expat living in Albania. Good morning. He's given his task. Now, listen what Riley's done. Given himself the task of watching 2 hours per day of my previous videos. I love that. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that. You know, I've loved. It's been a labor of love, and I guess I do get paid a little bit from ads, not much, but it's been way more love that's been money for sure on the YouTube channel. But I'm so glad that you're watching that and taking advantage of that content. That's why I put it out there. Hey, Steve, what's up? Thank you, Bruce. Quebec City, good morning. Let's see here. Miesh in Sweden. Benjamin, Reading, Pennsylvania. Love it. Doing some voiceover work this morning. We've got Renee in the Netherlands, Jim in Southwest Florida, Khan in Qatar. Please come for FIFA. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be fun. Thanks for the invitation, Khan. Hey, Bob, how you doing? Bob said he didn't recognize me in a shirt with a collar. I know it's not my thing. I mean, it is my thing outside of the studio. Actually, I've worn a collared shirt 2 days in a row. Here's the thing, Bob. I mean, I do like to wear T-shirts, but I dress to stay quiet in the studio, and my T-shirts don't create noise, where sometimes my collared shirts do. That's the primary reason I wear T-shirts, but I found some collared shirts, which are very quiet, so. Hey, Don and Casey, how are you doing? JP, the early bird gets the worm, that's for sure. David, in cloudy London, UK this morning. Hey, David, you know what? It rained all night here in Cincinnati. I'm hoping for some sunshine a little later today. Oh, good morning there in St. Petersburg, Russia. Good to have you on again this morning. Love it. Cecil in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Mike in Ontario. Brantford, Ontario, Canada. Dale in Greendale, Wisconsin. Let's see here. Tampa, good morning. Oh, we've got Athens, Greece in the house. All right, good morning. Matt's on a plane watching me. Don't you love technology? Matt, I hope you're going someplace warm and sunny and fun. And safe travels to you this morning. We've got John Boy in London. Good morning. Catherine. Good tip regarding T-shirts. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to share with you a story sometime where I had a session back when I lived in the Chicago area that required me going into a studio on Michigan Avenue to work. And well, I'll just give you the short version of it was that I didn't want to wear a T-shirt in, so I wore a button-up shirt and went in, and there was like 6 agency people and the client and the studio engineer. I mean, it was a studio full of people, and that shirt made noise the entire time. I could have died. Learned a hard lesson that day. Hey, Russell, another UK in the house this morning. Yeah, good to have you here, listening from UK. I didn't really say that well, but you get what I'm saying. Thank you, Russell. Let's see, Matt in Boston, then LA. Okay, very good. All right. Let's see here. And keep rolling in. Wow, I think today we may have set a record in terms of viewers. So we're growing. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing with your friends. I hope these little tips and nuggets of information that I share are helpful in making you a profitable voiceover talent. So I better get back to the party before they eat all the Krispy Kreme donuts. All right, guys, I appreciate it. You have a great day.